They were supposed to get new windows, and what they got is an asbestos scare. And now nearly 60 people are forced from their apartments in Englewood. And the worst part is they were exposed to the toxic chemical. New at 5, 7 News reporter Lance Hernandez looking into the danger, which officials say was found in the wall texture.
When work crews replaced windows in this complex, they loosened some of the texture during that process. Neighbors we talked with said they cleaned up the dust themselves before learning it contained asbestos.
Because I've heard horror stories about asbestos and freaking out. I'm still freaking out right now.
Licensed work crews suiting up to remove asbestos from 5 buildings at Carmel Park Apartments. Chris Davies-Gill says she spent 3 hours cleaning up dust the window crews left behind and didn't give it a second thought until she got this note from management saying asbestos had been disturbed.
I did research it myself online, and the first thing it says is don't vacuum it up. So I'm like, great, because that's exactly what I did.
I'm frustrated because I can't get any answers.
David Copeland says management isn't returning phone calls. We learned the office is closed because there may be loose asbestos in that building too. The big question, how much of a health risk is it for tenants who breathe the dust for more than a week?
I got on the phone with poison control first.
Kate Roth, who has a 4-month-old son, says poison control won't treat anyone who isn't showing symptoms. State health officials told me they typically don't see lung disease from short-term exposure lasting days or weeks. It's the long-term exposure they're concerned about.
I know that it's long-term exposure is worse and such like that, but to just, read it on a letter and see all your kids' stuff is quite terrifying.
I also tried to get a hold of apartment management without success. Now, health officials tell me it could take more than a week to clean up the apartments here. I asked if any of the belongings will have to be thrown away. They would only say that no tenant will be allowed back into their units until tests show there is no more contamination. In Englewood, Lance Hernandez, 7 News.